I'll share my screen. I hope you are able to see my screen. So this was IFCI, which we discussed yesterday in the webinar, but actually it was not on my priority list because it was up continuously 4 days. I was not able to find here any contraction or tightness. So that's why I did not trade it. I just passed it. And it was not even on my top priority list, but it is a really good breakout with good volumes. 3 month high volume is there today. It is a good breakout. I think in intraday time frame, there was a chance to take an entry somewhere here near 65 levels. So there was a chance here to take the entry. Other than that, I think I was not tracking even in, this stock on intraday. I missed it. Not an issue. Okay, so these are the stocks that I have scanned through, and already I'm having these many stocks. Like, how many are there? Some 25, 35. Around 30 stocks are there. I hope you have watched the video which we published this weekend, last weekend, which was about trading view scanner. Okay, so this is where you get the scanner, right? And here itself, you can scan the stocks. You go here, then you convert them into charts. This is a line chart, and after that, you go here, select candles. It will be candles. But these are 5 minutes, 15 minutes candle. If you click on this 6 months, then it will be daily chart for all stocks. Right? So, and after that, we have also told you how to make screeners here. So if you have missed that video, you can go through it again and you can check what type of screeners you want to make. So one screener that we have made is for intraday volume buzzers, sorry, intraday momentum, and the other is for swing trading. So which is for 52-week high to capture 52-week high stocks. Right? So this is my go-to screener that I go through every day. Okay. So here now there will be very few stocks which have given more than 30% returns in last 3 months because there was a big fall on the election results day. So that's why I reduced this 30% to 10% and above. And then I go through them every day. So today it gave around 665 stocks. Okay. So here itself, you can scan them. You can just go through them like that. Okay. And if you find a particular stock interesting, if you see that, okay, if there is some contraction, uptrend is there, contraction is there, some narrow range candles are there, then you can just flag that particular chart here like this. So whatever color you want, I think this is there only in the. I think it is not there in the basic version, basic this one of trading view. So okay, so this won't be there for you, but anyways, you can have a flexibility of storing 30 stocks per watch list, one watch list, right? So you'll be able to add these stocks to your watch list. So whichever you like, you can just type the name here and you can add them to your watch list. Okay. So here itself, you can go, you can right click on them and you can, whichever watch list you want to add it to, you can add them to the watch list. All right. So that's how we scan the stocks. If you want to create these scanners, then I would suggest you to go through the video. Okay. If you have any doubts, then get back to us. So the first is Venus 5. So it is bounced pretty well. So all these stocks which are there on my watch list, they have bounced nicely after the fall on this election results day. Okay, now they are trading near their all-time high, right? And there is some contraction. So that will be common in all these stocks. And uptrend is obvious. Okay, uptrend will be there. Okay, so it is forming a good base near all, and if you observe carefully, this is the one candle which was on 22nd April, and it has been continuously trading inside that candle. So last 2 months, it has been trading inside this one candle. So whenever we are going to see a breakout about this candle, then I think it will catch some momentum. I'm not looking at this stock to trade immediately tomorrow. Okay, I have kept this on my watch list just to track it for next few days. Jubilant Pharma, I think it is tradable for tomorrow as well because you can see how fast the bounce was. The bounce was really strong with good volumes, good big bars were there, candles were pretty good, and it directly gave us a breakout above this 52-week high. So it was trading, consolidating near 52-week high. Even though the results, its own earnings, quarterly earnings, and this one election results, it ruined the setup. But the stock was very quick to bounce back to its 52-week high. And after the bounce, after the breakout of 52-week high, again it is trading sideways. Not a sideways actually, because this was a pretty big candle. So the candle is 6%. So I won't say it is consolidating or something, but still it's trading above its breakout level. And today's candle, it has formed a dry volume day. Okay, it is a dry volume day. So if you see here, there is an orange dot. So this, what does this orange dot mean? This orange dot means the volume, today's volume is the lowest volume in the last 2 days. That's what it means. Okay. For the new people, we are going to start, all these things. We'll discuss all these things in detail when we start the mentorship. Okay. I just called you for this session just like that. If you want to have, to give you a glimpse of what we do, how we do, just for that only, I have called you for this session. Otherwise, yeah, we are going
Hey,
to solve these
Gopal, I
things
have a doubt
later.
if you
Yeah.
don't mind.
Yes.
Can you go back to uh, JUBL Pharma?
Okay.
Yeah, here, see, essentially, I have like a practice of keeping 10 and 20 moving average on the chart. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
from what I see, I understand your perspective that, the stock has bounced back and it is, it has also broken out from that small sort of a base or that pivot
Yeah.
we had previously, and now it is contracting. That's fine. But
Yes.
also, I mean, without the moving average, if you look at it, it looks good. But with the moving average, what automatically that I say is that the price is little far away from the 10 moving average. So that doesn't sort of gives me confidence, because I try to enter as close to the moving average as possible. So do you think this is like a problem that I am creating artificially for myself, or should I is this something that I can avoid?
No, no, no. I won't. I will never say that this is a problem. Okay. This is a really good realization that you are able to see, you are able to find which are extended and which are not extended. But in this case, I don't think this is an extended setup because, okay, let me just plot this 10 and 21-day moving average for you. Okay. So the 10-day moving average is red one, 21 days, blue one.
Right.
So it is not that far away, right? Because of these 3 days of bounce, we are just looking at it that way. Otherwise, it is close to its moving averages. And if you see the percentage, it is just 3 and 4.5, 4.6% away from its moving averages. And even 50-day moving average is very close by.
Right.
It
Okay.
is
Right.
hardly 8.5% away. So for me, an extended stock is, let's say the base is forming somewhere. If the stock
Mm.
is forming a base, and
Mhm.
during that base formation, if it is, let's say, 10 to 12% away from 21-day moving average, okay, 10 to 12% away, then I would say, okay, I'll be little hesitant to take the entry in such a stock. Otherwise,
Got it.
4%, 7%, even sometimes 8% away from 21-day moving averages, 21% moving average is fine for me. I don't think that the stock is extended or something. Now, what you are referring to is this scenario, right? So you are referring to exactly
Yeah.
what this is where you would like to take the entry. This is
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
very, yeah, this setup is a really good one. Even we try to, as much as possible, we try to take the entries somewhere like this. Right? But sometimes what happens when the stocks, most of the stocks are going up, when the market is near all-time high, then rarely it's very difficult to find such type of setup because all stocks would have already run up. That is the thing.
Right. Got it. So it's basically, I'll also have to adjust according to how the market is. Got it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Thanks, Omkar.
No problem. Okay, now the CDSL. Actually, yesterday it was there on my watch list because it formed very small candle, small range candle here near its moving averages. But it is yet to take out the high of this election results day, 4 June high. Okay. I am not looking to trade it immediately. It will be just there on my watch list. I'm not going to take a trade here. I traded this stock somewhere here, I think. Obira reality, it is okay. This one is also we are not looking to trade. There was this good base formation and breakout after earnings release, quarterly earnings, and after that it just went up. Most of the realty sector stocks are looking like this only. The realty index is near all-time high. It is looking good, but we are not able to find low-risk entry opportunities in that sector. That's why we are avoiding realty. Otherwise, the sector as a whole looks good. Sector index, if you see,
Hmm. In fact, infra and machinery also sort of is
yeah,
following similar thing.
yes, yes. So this realty, it has crossed above its the high of this 4 June, and it is trading near all-time high. But the stocks which are there in this index or related to this are not looking that good. Infra, yeah. Infra, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So first of all, I'm looking at this only. Pharma and Nifty Healthcare, both are same only. They are similar and they follow the same price action, same trend they follow. Pharma and healthcare. And this
Right.
was the clear breakout. This is what I like. A
Yeah.
clear breakout after a consolidation near all-time high. So that's why I took the entry in Cipla on Friday. I'm there in
Hmm.
Cipla,
I
but
think
I'm not sure.
you also know uh, some bit of capital.
Your voice is breaking. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, but your voice is breaking in between. We are missing a few words.
Hey, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll be on mute.
No, no, you can go ahead. You can speak, but your voice was breaking.
Yeah, so I was just asking if this is also a good time to maybe just
Yeah,
deploy some bit of money in the healthcare ETF.
yeah. I think so, yes. Because the index is saying so.
Hmm.
It is a clean breakout, right? So even if it comes down, then we can decide what to do next. But as of now, it looks good to me. Today's candle is okay. It is a red candle, but still, I'll see. I have my stop losses. If it comes down and supply is still trading above, it is near 1530 or something. Yeah, 1530. So as long as it trades above this 1500 level, so this is where I have kept my alert also. Initial my SL was near 1460, 1455, something like that. But when it gave me good move, clean breakout here on Monday, that is yesterday. I took entry on Friday. Yesterday it gave a breakout, so I shifted my stop loss to the low of this candle, which is so this is where it is going to invalid this breakout, right? So that's why I kept the alert here. So if it comes down and if the alert triggers, then I'll see what is happening, and I also see what the other stocks are doing in the same sector. And if everything is falling, then okay, I'll take the exit most probably, or I'll just stay there with half position because I like the setup. I like the base. That is the reason. Aegis Logistic, I think it will be good for intraday traders if anyone wants to catch the momentum because this is a fast moving stock. For swing traders, maybe you can try to take the entry above today's high, but I think it is not very convincing one. Okay, so for swing, I'm going to avoid this. IFC, I think we've already spoken about it. This was just back to back 4% up, green candles, and there was no tightness or consolidation. That's why I passed it. I did not enter into the trade. I had my alert here itself, but I passed it. KSL, it is looking really good, but I think there is a bit of uh, volume, sorry, this liquidity problem. Yeah, otherwise, it is a really good setup. It is tightening near its breakout level. So if it moves, I think it is going to be a very fast move. I still see what I can do. If you go to a smaller time frame, there are some candles which are missing in between. Okay, but it's not a bad one. Okay, it is a tradable setup. RVNL actually it is up today itself. So again, only for intraday traders, not for swing traders. It is today up. It is up by good volume, above average volumes. In this tower, swing traders can have a look at it, but still it is yet to take out the high of the election results day. Voltas, another good setup, but not for momentum traders because the momentum in these stocks, you already know, थोड़ा धीरे चलते हैं ये stocks, right? तो ये जो blue dots दिख रहे हैं आपको, these blue dots, they tell you that the stock moved by more than 5% on this day. Okay, this day also one blue dot is there, right? Blue dot. So only hardly there are 4 to 5 blue dots are there. So that itself tells you that the stock is a slow mover stock. And as momentum swing traders, we want to capture stocks which are fast movers. So where you will be able to see multiple blue dots, correct? So take an example of RVNL. So there will be multiple blue dots. So these stocks will give you like something like, see here, 80%, more than 80% in a couple of weeks. So we would like to catch such type of stocks which are fast movers. And Polycab, it is looking good. But actually, there is no proper base formation. It is just lingering around its key moving averages. It is holding up well with 21-day moving average, but still it is not that convincing setup for me. Excel Industry, it was there yesterday. I'm keeping this setup on my watch list because if you have a look at this base, it was a pretty big base. And after the big base breakout, here there was a breakout, and again it went down. And now again it is holding up well above its breakout level. Right. So if it goes above these levels, 1100, 1120, then I think it will catch some momentum. But still, immediately I'm not going to take a trade in this. Okay. I would like to see some up move again after this base breakout. I would like to see some up move here. Okay. Up move, then a bit of retracement, then consolidation, something like that. Then somewhere here, I'll try to take the entry. If it doesn't move up, then okay, then I'll leave it. We have many other stocks. ITDC, it is looking really good for tomorrow. It's trading sideways. It has been trading sideways all the time from March. There was no much fall here. Right. Recently it bounced from its previous support, which was near 580. I think it is really good. Back to back inside bars are there, coiling action is there, and also volume is getting tied up. Sarlapoli, it was there yesterday also. I think now it is looking much better than yesterday. But if it gives here a fake breakout, I think that will make it a more ripe setup. Why I'm saying fake breakout? Because if there is a fake breakout, then it will trap many people, right? And it is not a setup. So this type of setups are very difficult to trade directly, immediately at the first breakout itself. Because whatever I have observed, so when there is a first breakout, so people will enter into that breakout. But again, immediately there will be some supply from the upper levels because this is a V type of a move, right? So if there is a V type of a move, then there will be no consolidation or tightness. Okay, it's raining. Okay, yeah. So if there is no consolidation or tightness, then there will be no supply absorption. And if supply is still there, then definitely that breakout is going to get filled. So that's why I'm expecting here a fake breakout first, and after that another 1 or 2 days inside bar or something like that. So this will be a fake breakout. And after that, let the stock come down, something like this here. So, okay. And then we'll see if it gives us a breakout like this. So I would like to trade something like that. And mostly tomorrow I'm going to take intraday trades only because today I initiated two more trades. Uh, Friday I initiated one which was Sipla. Today I initiated this IREDA. Okay. So I took a trade. My entry is near 182. I think Saurabh sir also entered, but his entry was in the morning. I took entry when the stock was moving up. I think here I entered somewhere here.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, around 11,
contracting.
11:50. I think Saurabh sir entered before that. You entered somewhere here,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes. I 182, I think I entered. It was kind of
No, no, I mean around 9:30.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Between
Uh,
9:30 I entered, yeah.
yeah, right.
Actually, I
So wherever
wanted
you
to
enter,
enter
you make the top.
yesterday. I wanted to enter on yesterday's high, but somehow I
Uh,
entered 183. I was planning, but I entered on 182. But if my order
okay,
would have been
okay.
183, it would not have triggered.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Today's high is 183. Dot.
Yeah,
I think it is still
Okay.
tight and can add on
yeah.
breakout.
It's too bad.
Yes, yes. That's why I have. I'll again add it more here. I'm not here. I'm not into the trade with full position size, so I still have some room to add. I'm in with only, I think, 9 or 10%, something like that. Position allocation is 9 to 10%. So even if it goes again, so I'll try to add more near 183, 184. I have that room, and my SL is here itself, 176, 175. So that's what I do. Whenever I take the entry, so let's say today I have taken entry near 182. My average is yeah near 181 point something. Uh, okay, so let's call it 182. Okay. So when I'm taking entry here, I know where my SL is. And I don't keep the SL in the system, but I always suggest people to do that, to keep the SL in the system because everyone's mindset is different. So for SL, what I do is I set the alert immediately. As soon as I take the entry, I set the alert. So here is my alert, which is near 176. I have kept another alert near 179. Why this alert is required for me? Because this 179 is today's low. So if tomorrow, if it breaks today's low, then I have to be cautious, right? I have to see what is happening in overall market as well as what is happening in my stock. How intensely it is going down. If the intensity of the fall is higher, then I sometimes what I do is I take out some position. I exit some position, right? Because I don't want to take the loss on my entire position. Even if it hits the SL, I'm okay with that. I don't regret hitting the SL, but I don't want to get the SL hit on my entire position. So whenever I see the intensity in selling, there is selling in the broader market, all indices, all stocks are falling, then that is what I do. So that's why I keep multiple alerts for my positions. And another alert is there near 182 to pyramid the position. Okay. So that I have already entered into this. So I'll just remove this from this watch list. Oh, yeah, it is here. And the other position I initiated today is AB Capital. So which is near 135. I like this base. Okay. So this base is the reason I took the entry today. But there are multiple red candles, big red candles are there. This is being an FNO stock. Some big red candles are there, but it is okay. The stock was very quick to bounce up, and again it is back to its all-time high. And I'm expecting some breakout here and then a follow through. Do you see this? Do you see this base? It is a good base breakout, and after that the stock has delivered just 20-25%. And I don't think it will stop here. It may take some time. It may take, but I don't think it will stop here. Sarla Poly Orchid Pharma. Orchid Pharma was there yesterday also. Yesterday, I thought it will give us a breakout today itself. I was expecting a breakout today, but it did not happen. Why? Because back to back 2 days, it was forming narrow range candles, plus the volume was very dry. You can see here, right? Orange dots are there. These orange dots, what do they indicate? They tell us that the volume is the lowest volume in the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks, okay? And these green dots, these are the lowest volume in 1 month. So that's why I was expecting. So this is a deadly combination. Inside bar, NR7, which is narrowest range candle in the last 7 days. Inside bar, NR7 and dry volume. So this is a deadly combination. So when such a combination appears somewhere near the breakout level, then I don't, I don't these keep stocks. I don't keep these stocks away. I keep them on my top watch list. And we already know about Kirloskar stocks. They are all looking good. Kirloskar Pneumatic and Kirloskar Brothers and Kirloskar Industries. All of them are looking good. This one is the best one among these three, Kirloskar Industries. You know the reason, right? So the small candles, tight candles here, and all three candles are the narrowest range candles in the last 7 days. It is a really good one, but the only thing is the volume, the liquidity. If you go down to the intraday time frame, you can see that there are some candles missing. I just turn off these moving averages. That is the reason. Otherwise, this would have been on my top watch list, top priority. But still, I'll see what we can do, because what happens in such stocks, whenever the breakout is about to come, then many people will enter into this. So automatically, it will attract the liquidity. So that happens. I have observed this multiple times. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
This is very, very similar to Hindustan Zinc chart.
Yeah, yeah. This is a good one. Actually, I don't know why people were, people were having some negative ideas about this,
No,
but this
it
is a
was
really
only
good
me.
structure.
Yeah, it was me. I was not like comfortable because it has risen up too much away from that big base.
Mhm.
But yeah, it still looks good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it looks good. It is not far away. Okay, it is just 7% from 21 EMA and 2% from 10 EMA. So it is sitting exactly on 10 EMA, right? So I don't think it is far away, and it is narrow range candles are
No, I meant
there.
it has run up a lot, almost like
Yeah, from its
yeah,
primary base. This is what
yeah,
you mean, right?
exactly.
So this
So I
is the
think it's run up
base.
almost 130%. So I was like, expecting a
150. Yeah.
bigger base. Yeah.
Yes, yes. That is there.
But normally, Omkar, if a stock moves that high, I
Mhm.
don't think so. It has moved from April to June. It has moved 150%. So,
Yeah,
uh, should we be cautious about, because it might go sideways for long?
definitely yes. Yes. Even if forget about 150%, even if the stock moves up by 60-70%, I tend to
Mhm.
ignore them. I did that with entire railway sector when they were setting up here. Here they were setting up, then they were setting up here. So I thought let them have some more time. And I think here at this point of time, I was actually looking at them seriously. But of course, I did not take any entry here because none of them were giving me my kind of entry. I missed the entire move in these railways, this move. I was able to capture this only, but this here I missed. Yeah, so the point here is yes. So whenever these stocks give such parabolic moves, they are bound to go sideways. They are going to consolidate for a few weeks, few months, at least 2 months or something. So we have to be cautious. But other thing is, there is that Hindu thing. When they are in such a momentum, then easily we get some 20 to 25% moves. Some there will be some swings, 20 to 25%, which will be very easier for us to capture. That is the thing. So here also, if you observe from this point to this point, it has given 40%. And then it went sideways for hardly 2 weeks. And another swing it gave 86%. So that is the thing. Now, okay, it is 150% up, but again, there are chances that it may give us some 20, 25, 30% swing immediately. And after that, it may be dead for weeks or months.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are the other two Kirloskar stocks. Kirloskar Pneumatic. So there was some volume activity today, but I'm not sure how it will react tomorrow because there is clear rejection again. Even yesterday also it opened with a gap up, but again it was uh, it was down. And today also there was a gap up opening, and no, I don't think there was a gap up opening. But when it was going for a breakout, there was good volume, but it again came down to the day's low. So I'm not sure how it will react tomorrow. I think it will be difficult for people like me to trade. For people who want to trade the stocks which are going above the previous day high, I think for them it will be a no-brainer. But for me, I think it is going to give me some headache. And this one is
But
again
again, it is little extended,
clear
right?
setup. This one?
Yeah.
Not really extended. I don't think it is an extended stock.
Around 7% from 21
Yeah,
EM.
7% from 21 EMA. It's not extended. It's just fine. It is not extended.
Okay, so it's I think ATR is also 6%. So okay, so there is there is a move in the stock.
Yeah, possible. Again, this one, it is looking clean to me. Let's see what it does. So from here to here, it has given already 50% plus move. And there was this pullback. Now, I don't think immediately it will be, tradable for a swing. So if you will be able to take an intraday trade here, then it's okay. Otherwise, I won't suggest or I won't recommend this for swing trading immediately. Let it have some breather. Let it go sideways. Again, BBL, it is looking good, but again, similar thing as we discussed here. This one has also gone up some 40, 50%, and I would like to give it some more room to have a sustainable up move. Okay, IRFC, yeah. IRFC and RVNL, yeah, both of them were there yesterday itself, but I was more inclined towards IRFC, RVNL. I think IRFC. Yesterday I was inclined towards IRFC, I guess, but RVNL gave a good move. But we'll see what happens tomorrow because this IRFC, there was also volume activity, but the range of the today's candle is very small. I'm not sure why. Volume activity is also there, but the range is also small. It was not even able to breach the high or low of the previous candle. Okay, I think this railway stocks are again looking good for swing. They're forming a base kind of thing here. So this is the base, and they face resistance here. Again, they've fallen down. They were fallen down, and again they are forming some tightness. But immediately, I'm not sure. Even if they give a breakout here, they are going to face some resistance near their base high. So be cautious. Don't trade them immediately. And even if you are going to trade them with your half of your position sizing. If you are going to allocate 20% for this stock, then just trade with 10%, and remaining 10% you may add up on its way up. Okay. This stock, I have just kept this on my watch list to have a look at in the intraday. Why? Because it is sustaining this huge gap. I am not sure about the reason of this gap. This is a good gap, right? It is 13% of gap, and there was no signs of weakness or any bearishness today. It opened, and again it started moving up. There was hardly any down move throughout the day today. So that's why I'm keeping this on my watch list. So whenever this such type of setups form, and if they don't break the low, of this gap is there, no? So this is the candle which created the gap, and if they don't break the low of this candle, then there is a good chance they will give us a move. And also you can have a look at this base. It's a loose base. I agree. It is not a proper sideways consolidation or something. It is a loose base. Some red candles are there. Stock is going up and down, up and down. But still, I'm just keeping this on my watch list for this gap. Gravita, it is one of the most famous stocks on Twitter today. Big base, multi-year base. Okay, no, sorry. No, it's not a multi-year base. It is just 1 year base, right? Not even 1 year, 7 months base. So this is looking good, but as we know, I won't be able to take a trade here because it is up back to back five days. And if I want to take this for swing trading, then only option for me here is time my entry using intraday time frame. That is the only option left for me. Otherwise, I won't be convinced to take the entry here for swing. Okay. SMS Pharma, the stock is again and again it is coming to my watch list. I removed it when after seeing this candle, after seeing this earnings candle, I removed this, but again it came to my watch list because of today's candle. Inside bar, narrowest range candle in the last 7 days, and lowest volume in the last 2 weeks. I think these are the enough things for me to keep this on my watch list for taking an intraday trade. Yeah, many a times I get queries like, "Are you an intraday trader? Do you only teach intraday in your mentorship?" But it is not like that. It depends on the market setup, right? Market structure. If the market is not moving up, the small cap index or small cap, mid cap, or Nifty, Bank Nifty, if these indices are not moving up, they are not in momentum, upside momentum, then how can I take, swing trades in them? So this is when we try to take trades in index option or futures, option buying or selling, or intraday trades. So this is where we do all these things. Otherwise, basically, I'm a swing trader. As I told you earlier, I'm a swing trader, but I adapt according to market conditions. If the market is not looking good to me, then I very slowly I start taking positions. Now I have missed all these move, right? So many stocks moved up from so let's take this example of small caps. So small caps have been up for the past 5 days, but I missed the entire move, right? And I'm not even regretting for this. I took my first trade on Friday, which was also Cipla, which is a slow mover, which is an FNO stock. So I'm not regretting about missing this move, but what I'm focusing on is how the market is, how the environment is, and is it suitable for my type of trading. So that's what I have been looking for. And all this time, I was as we know, that we came into 100% cash on 28th and 29th May, right? So after that, all we have been doing is option buying and option selling. No, this time I think I rarely did any option buying. During this fall, I did option buying, but this time I was doing option selling only. Let me be very frank. So today also, yesterday also, I created this position here for Nifty, which was 23,350 straddle I sold here. It is in profit as of now, but yeah, there are a couple of losses I incurred in Bank Nifty option selling. So I have created a strangle here. OTM calls I have sold, OTM calls and OTM put I have sold. I'm not sure what is going to happen tomorrow, but yeah. So that it depends on the market condition. I'm not yeah, not an intraday trader. Okay, I got this queries already, so that's why I thought I'll just clarify it. Where were we? SNS Pharma.
So
Okay, yeah, I
this
told you about
pharma, if you
it.
see again, okay, sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead. So I was just saying, so this stock, if I see during March and all, so it gave
Mhm.
a move, but the wicks are really high, and
Yes.
then there was there was no big movement on the liquidity side as well. So
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there was no big movement, but this was the base breakout here. After that, 60% of move. So I have been tracking this stock from this I think from February or something. February. Then I was tracking it from in March also I tracked it, and I think couple of losses or something like that I have taken in this stock. Okay. The thing I like here is it is forming base over base. Okay. So here there was this base breakout. So if you draw one slanted trend line. There was a base breakout here. Then again it went sideways. There was a base on base formation here. Again base breakout, base on base formation. Even though all these bases are loose, okay, it is not a proper contraction or something. These are big candles. Red and green are big candles, but it is forming this higher high and higher low setup very nicely. So even though it was trading sideways here in this particular region, April to May, June, whatever it is. So even when it was consolidating sideways, it was taking support near the previous breakout level, which was this one, these upper weeks, right? So it was taking support here multiple times here, here, here. But eventually it broke it on the election earnings day and after its quarterly earnings, right? So that is the reason it is forming nicely higher high, higher lows and base on base formation. It is pretty easy to trade. It looks easy, but as you said, there are multiple upper weeks here. Also, upper weeks were there everywhere. Now also some upper weeks are there. So the execution is going to be the key here. I'm not saying the execution is very easy in this particular setup. Execution will
And
be easy somewhere, something like that here or Orchid Pharma. In these cases, execution is going to be
yeah,
easy.
you used to
Yeah,
say right,
yeah,
the linearity is not there in the stock. It's not very
yeah.
good
Yes.
looking moving stock. Because if I see again, I think March it going one day
Mhm.
up and then with the same volume going one day down. So I think it
Yes.
happened 3 4 times.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah. It has happened. It is not moving linearly, but still, I like this higher high, higher low, and the base on base formation.
You still invested in oil?
No, no, no. I'm done with oil. I think I'm not sure where it is now.
I think it moved today
Okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
6%.
I last trade I took here after earnings. I traded it, and after that I'm not sure. I think here itself I came out. Yeah, 27, 28. Yeah, somewhere here only I came out near break even, and after that I didn't even track it. It did not come to my watch list.
Yeah, you said you liked it, right? I thought oil is
Yeah, yeah,
also.
it was one of the prettiest setups out there. You know this contraction. Nicely, it was forming Mark Mandarin's VCP textbook
Perfect.
VCP. People would have loved it, but yeah, metal it is looking fine. Metals were there. Metals were looking hot today. Metal index is also now it is forming small candles here. There was some move in some metal stocks today, I think. So here the high is around 640 and this is 620. Yeah, again 3 to 4% stop loss could be there. Not a bad one for me. Okay, 50% move. Okay, so after every 50% move, it goes sideways or it corrects. Good. CG power, it is looking good, but it is again a slow mover. A dry volume and tight bars. Some coiling kind of action is happening here. Back to back narrowest range candles in the last 7 days. These three. It's looking fine. Snowman, the setup is looking good, but the thing is liquidity. There will be a good amount of spread. Your order may not get filled, and you'll have to pay some slippage. Okay, okay. Time Techno again. It has been in the uptrend quite for some time now. right? So again, it is forming some kind of base near all-time high. I agree that it is not near its primary base, so I would call this type of base
और
primary base here
ये आपने अर्जुन
in
shame
this
on you.
case.
वैसे कहते हैं मैं टाइम में वेस्ट नहीं करना बिल्कुल ये वो.
Please mute yourself. Okay, so after this breakout, here again there was a consolidation, but I don't see here any possible entry. Then this was a chance to take the entry, but again the breakout came on the earnings day, so definitely we would have missed it. There is no chance. Now again it is forming some kind of setup. Let's see. So hardly there are 6 to 7 stocks which are tradable for tomorrow. BSE is looking good. So you can have a look at these last 4 candles, narrow range candles or on narrow range candles, very small candles, tight candles. And it is not moving anywhere. It is just taking support near the previous breakout zone. So it was a clear breakout of the pivot point. So anyways, which we this breakout every one of us would have missed because it was already up back to back 4 or 5 days and there was no contraction here. So this was not a tradable one for us at this point of time. Okay, but right now I think it is a tradable one, but entry is going to be a tricky thing here. Yesterday's high is looking fine to take the entry, which is 2718. Okay. Policy Bazaar is looking good. This is a good one. There has been multiple wicks here. Okay, but still I like this. So it was a year high volume candle, 3 June. Sorry, 31st May. Was there any news here in this stock? 31st May. Why suddenly year high volume? Here earnings were there on this day, earnings reaction. It took the support near the previous breakout zone, right? All the time it was taking support there. But this day, what was the reason for such a huge volume? And after such a huge volume, it is trading sideways. So it is a good setup for tomorrow or upcoming days, right? So when such a volume activity doesn't bring any move immediately, we have to keep them on our watch list.
I'm tracking
So
this since 2 days.
Okay, okay. So multiple times these things happen. What happens is even after good earnings or something like that, volumes will be good. The stock will open with a gap up, but it won't go anywhere for a couple of days or 3 4 days, something like that for a week. Okay. So in this case, we should give special attention to such stocks because there is some reason because of which these stocks opened with a gap up and again they are going sideways. So this is where we should shift our focus.
Omkar,
This has to be there. Yeah.
I think the reason of this would be like the 31st there will be that what we can say वो जो चेंज ऑफ हैंड्स होता है ना ये जो मंथ एंड में
क्या होता है?
अरे वो इंडेक्स में इंक्लूजन और या समथिंग लाइक दैट वो कुछ होता है ना उसमें
अच्छा
31st को
MSCI रीबैलेंसिंग
हाँ वो रीबैलेंसिंग सॉरी दिमाग से
वो था क्या?
हाँ 31st को वही होता है ना
ओ लेकिन इसमें इतना वॉल्यूम आने की क्या ये थी? वही रीजन था?
मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली वही होगा मतलब क्योंकि न्यूज वगैरह तो कुछ थी नहीं मैंने चेक किया था
ठीक है.
ये क्या होता है रीबैलेंसिंग?
लाइक ये जो
स्टॉक्स का एलोकेशन ऊपर नीचे होता है बस. हाँ DSS.
नहीं अगर आप जाके मूव देखोगे ना तो वो 3 बजे ही आया था 31st तारीख ठीक है तो वो आधे घंटे में जो लास्ट में आता है ना वही वाला मूव था मतलब नॉर्मल मूव नहीं था ये
अच्छा. थर्टी फर्स्ट. या बिग वॉल्यूम बस आ जाए. कुछ तो हुआ है यहाँ पे लेकिन क्या हुआ है समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्योंकि सब ऊपर ऊपर भी गया फिर वापस नीचे भी आया क्लोज होते होते. करे तो करे क्या.
Can you take a look at Shipping Corporation of India? That looks interesting to me.
Okay. Yeah, it looks good. Mhm. It is more like railway stocks, railway stock setup.
Yeah, I think this and Mazdoc and Cochin, they're all working in tandem, I guess, right? I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
they're all moving similarly.
Yes, yes.
Like in today, Ircon, had some momentum today. And
इरकॉन में आया था क्या?
हाँ, मतलब अच्छा मूव था।
ओ, ये तो
इंट्राडे
मैंने
तब अच्छा दिखे।
ये तो वॉच लिस्ट में ही नहीं था मेरे। 8% ऊपर गया है ये आज।
और सिंगल साइड मूव था, लाइक ऐसा भी नहीं है कि रुक रुक के गया।
यहाँ पे एंट्री बन सकता है यार, अच्छा। ओके। This Sesha paper is there, but I usually don't trust these sugar stocks, paper stocks. They never move linearly, and whenever they move, we are not able to catch them. They move from some random areas. That's what I have observed in these sectors. So I'm not tracking it very enthusiastically. It is just there on my watch list to see how this particular industry is doing. Otherwise, I'm not interested in this. Setup is looking fine, just fine. Okay, I think these are the stocks I'll be tracking for tomorrow. DSS, do you have anything else? Anything better? Any other stocks?
So for today, like I haven't, prioritized or scanned yet. But there are,
Okay.
not many setups looking good because
Ah,
like most of them either already ran up or some of the stocks are not showing a good structure.
हाँ, क्योंकि स्मॉल कैप इंडेक्स ऑलरेडी 4-5 दिन से ऊपर जा रही है ना, तो सारे स्टॉक्स ऑलरेडी चले गए हैं या फिर कुछ भी हो रहा है उनमें।
और अभी रैंडम स्टॉक भाग रहे हैं, लाइक कि कहीं पे भी चल गया और 10-12% का मूव आ गया।
ऐसे सेक्टरल मूव्स भी नहीं आ रहे।
हाँ,
Can you check Suraj Estates?
Suraj Estate, I think it is illiquid stock. Okay, it is looking fine. Yeah, it is looking fine, but I think there is no immediate entry for me. It is continuously up by 4 days. So it
Yeah, has
is
to tighten a little bit.
6%. Yeah, I would like to see some tightness here. Otherwise, this one is looking good. अर्निंग्स के बाद यहाँ पे गैप डाउन आया था कि 4% gap down and there was a follow through after earnings. Okay, so that is a point to be noted here. Earnings were released on this day and there was a gap down, but it came down and retested its previous breakout zone. I'm not sure if this is an IPO stock or what, but yeah, it retested this zone again. Okay. Let's see what it does.
सिर्फ इंडेक्स में 2-3 दिन कंसोलिडेशन हो जाता है, देन उसके बाद अच्छे सेटअप मिलेंगे, बट अभी तो
हाँ,
ना
Yeah.
ये
ऊपर
तो
है।
एकदम बहुत जल्दी रिकवरी आ गई है। This morning, actually, we traded these two, Cochin Shipyard as well as Mazdoc Shipbuilders. These both the stocks we traded, but we could not get much. So in Mazdoc, my entry was near 32.10, somewhere here. So I was a little late to enter in this.
What
Okay,
was the
I
time
entered
frame, if
here.
I may ask? 1 or 3 minute chart?
Uh, this is currently it is 3 minute chart, but I'm not sure which time frame I referred to at the time of taking entry.
Okay. I'm getting used to 1 and 3 minutes. Actually, it is fun. I mean, I was looking at the lower time frame chart the wrong way all this while, but after I realized the same, setups and everything works, it's actually a little fun.
Yeah, it works, it's fun, but it is fun until you make money or until you don't lose money.
Yeah, yeah,
So once you start hitting the bad patch, then you realize, oh no, this intraday
yeah,
trading
yeah.
is one of the toughest things to do.
That's right. No, I'm actually,
And it is,
doing one
yeah,
thing. I've put a mental
yeah.
budget wherein, I say not more than 1 or 2 trades, intraday trades a day.
Okay, okay. No, if we are disciplined, then okay. So if we cap our maximum loss, okay, if my loss hit 1,000 rupees per day, then I'm going to quit for the day.
Yeah,
I'll come up on the next day only. So if we are disciplined like that, then anything is possible. The intraday trading is nothing.
that's right.
Yeah. So I was a little late here to take the entry. So I took the entry and again I took another entry somewhere here, but immediately it backfired. Here, I think it retested the VWAP. Let me just plot VWAP. Yeah, it retested a VWAP, hammer kind of candle near VWAP. So I thought it is another good area to take the entry. So there was this follow-up candle. After the hammer, there was a follow-through candle, and inside it was trading inside it. So kind of master candle setup here. So I took the entry near the breakout. So I kept my limit order here near 32.56, something like that. So above the high of just above the high of this, so which is 32.50. So 56 or something, my entry was there. So I put that limit order here. I took the entry and immediately it moved up. So I was happy. Oh, I'm the master here. But immediately it backfired and I had to take the exit immediately. I
Exactly
didn't
same
hold
thing
on
happened
to the
with
stop.
Hindustan Zinc. It was pretty funny today.
Yeah,
Take a
yeah.
look at the chart if you want. It's
Yes, yes. Yeah, someone posted this in the group also, right?
me only.
Okay, okay. Yeah. It
Yeah,
was nicely moving up. So most of the times we try to avoid some
Yeah,
where this kind of price action is there. So whenever price is hitting the particular level and if it is coming down again and again, then we avoid this because we never know when it is going to give us a breakout or
yeah,
something like this is going to happen. So what we do in such cases is we tend to take our entries as close as possible to this level, right? So if
yeah,
this
yeah.
is the high is 697, then we try to take the entry near 696 or something, and we keep the stop loss near the tightness of this, right? So let's say here. Okay, where is it? Yeah, here. So we take the entry here and we keep the stop loss here or here or here, right? So these will be the three areas where we keep the stop loss. But as there are someone strong seller is sitting who is selling repetitively at
Hmm.
697, he or she doesn't want you to make the profit so easily. So there will be multiple instances when the stock is going to come down like this.
Yeah,
We have observed this on intraday multiple times, not once, not twice, multiple times we have observed this. So we generally avoid taking entries in such cases.
right, right.
So what I showed you in Mazdog, so it was actually a good price action.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
one, this was a good price action, and it was a no-brainer entry for me. So that's why I put my limit order here near the high. It was a no-brainer entry because I can clearly see that there was this momentum and this pullback was general. Normal pullback, I consider this, and hammer, then follow through, and then master candle setup. Everything was going perfect, but it didn't work as I wished. That's all. That was the trade. I made some because my entry was here. I took partial exit here, and then somewhere here I took the entire exit. I made some, but it is just a brokerage. Coaching ship had again a break-even trade for me. I took entry near 19. Here my entry was early. 19. I added it two times, I guess, two or three times. 1914, 1915. So my average came around 1917 or something. Yeah, and I exited near 1916. So all this time I was just holding on to the stock. It went up and again it came down, and near cost I closed my position here or here somewhere. And that these were two trades for me today. And as I mentioned, I added IRIDA and AB Capital today for swing.
Omkar, just a
AB
quick
Capital.
question
Yeah, yeah.
about IREDA. You said
Yes.
your entry is somewhere around 181, right?
Yeah.
And you said pyramiding at 182.
Yeah.
I mean, tomorrow you will do it, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
let's say like it will come within first minute, right? First minute or so.
Mm-hmm.
And if you could not do that one tomorrow, I mean,
Uh-huh.
let's say during first 15 minutes or so, then
Okay,
usually
okay.
where you will prefer to do pyramiding.
Then I will wait and I will watch the intraday chart, and if it goes tight in intraday chart, then I'll think about it. Otherwise, I'll skip it. I'll,
Okay,
of
okay, okay,
course,
okay.
it's not only about 182 or I just want to take the entry near 182 or something. I'll have
Uh-huh.
a buffer of 1 or 2% because it is a pyramiding position. So I'll have a buffer of 1 or 2%. So I can take anywhere between 183, 184. So that will be my
Okay,
range
okay,
to do pyramiding. And if I'm doing pyramiding near 183 or 184, then I'll slightly reduce the size. Okay. If I
okay,
get the
okay, okay.
chance near 182.5, then I'll go with good size. And if it shoots up, and if I'm going to do pyramid near 184 or let's say 180, in the worst case, let's say 185, then
Okay, okay.
accordingly I'll reduce my price. Sorry, reduce my size,
Okay, okay. So mostly
the
pyramiding
allocation.
you try to do within first 5% or something, right?
No, nothing like that. So let's say here I have taken the entry, and if it goes up,
Right, right.
it closes above the all-time high, and just sitting with the same 10% of allocation until this point. I have not done any pyramiding here, right? So after this point, if it goes tight here also,
Ah, right, right, right,
after
right.
giving some 10-15% move, then I can do pyramiding, right, to capture the further move,
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yes,
right? Because
I
we,
wanted to ask you the same, like whether you will wait until certain, like one or two big candles and then maybe one or two like sidewise days
yeah,
and then entry, something like that.
yes. Yeah, yeah. I would look at the contraction here, some sideways days,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
because those sideways days will give me another low risk opportunity for pyramiding. So here, if I do pyramiding, then my stop loss will be just here,
Right, right,
right?
right.
So even if my stop loss gets hit for pyramiding entry, I'm still there in this trade with this my original position. That is the
Right.
reason I try to take the pyramiding entry also near the consolidation zones.
Yes, yes, yes. Right, right.
Hey, Omkar, I have one doubt. I am asking
Yes,
too much of them, if you don't mind.
no
Um,
problem, man.
can you go to JWL chart, if you don't mind?
Which one?
JWL, Jupiter Wagons.
Okay, okay, Jupiter wagon.
So I'm sure you would have received some question. I have not seen the doubt solving videos yet. If you go to
Yeah,
the
yeah, got it.
9th May candle,
9th May.
yeah, that's right.
This one.
Yeah, so that was actually my entry. Okay.
Okay.
That I had a very decent size in that, and then what happened was,
Mhm.
the intraday it squatted.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Okay, after looking at the squat, I got afraid and I got out. And then
Mhm.
that happened. So how do you like avoid such situations, because this frequently keeps happening?
Yeah, yeah, that happens. It is every now and then story. There is nothing we can do to avoid this. We can do only one thing. See, first thing is I would have, we all avoid this setup because of earnings. So that is the first thing. We usually don't take trades around earnings, 1 or 2 days
Okay.
before and after earnings. So that is the first checkpoint for us. So that is the reason we skipped this. We
Hmm.
passed this particular setup. It was a really good base, but
Mhm.
yeah, we had to pass it. Okay, that was the first checkpoint. After that, as you said, it scotted immediately in intraday. Let's
Yeah.
ignore the earnings part. Let's assume that earnings were not there. It is just a common base and common
Yeah.
setup, and we have taken the entry with good position sizing. Then, if you see such a rejection from the highs, then what we can do is we can still hold on to our position, but with half size. We can always close our half position if we are afraid to take the loss, or we think that okay, I'm going to immediately take out the loss from this stock or from this trade. Then close the half position and keep the half position with the same stop loss, right? So your stop loss would be somewhere here only, near the low of this big candle.
Right. Yeah.
So entry, if you even if you take the entry here near the high of the weeks, then your stop loss comes around to be 7%, right?
Yeah. I
So
think it
I don't
was
think it is a
the
bad
previous
one.
day low.
So
Yeah.
okay, so here your stop loss was.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a pretty good entry. Then, yeah, right. As I said, you can always close your half the position, and remaining half you can still keep it, and you can observe what happens with the remaining half. Again, if same thing happens, then uh, you can exit it. You can exit with the predetermined stop loss. That's what we do.
Omkar, I also traded this one.
ट्रेड किया था क्या?
या दिस दिन स्क्वाट किया था मैंने,
अच्छा,
उसी दिन उसको निकाला था, बट द
हाँ
नेक्स्ट डे
हाँ हाँ
इमीडिएटली जब बाइंग आई थी तो मैंने उसको इंट्राडे में जाके बाई किया था.
हाँ
Oh,
हाँ हाँ.
okay. DSS, I'll do the same thing, man, with intraday. Thank you so much for teaching me.
या क्यों, बिकॉज है ना, आप अगर कभी सेटअप्स देखोगे ना, एक चीज नोटिस करना, जो स्टॉक्स ब्रेकआउट लेवल पे होते हैं ना, दे व्हाट दे जनरली डू, जनरली नहीं मतलब किसी किसी स्टॉक्स में होता है, स्टॉक ब्रेकआउट दे देता है विथ गुड वॉल्यूम, एंड देन वो डे एंड तक स्पॉट कर जाता है, बट ऑलवेज ट्राई टू उसका चार्ट देखा करो नेक्स्ट डे, सो इट विल बी अराउंड 5 to 10% अपडेट. बहुत केसेस में ऐसा होता है, आप नोटिस कर सकते हो. सो
Yeah.
लाइक मैंने ऐसे 15 से 20 चार्ट देखे हुए थे, तो मेरे माइंड में वो था कि आज स्पॉट हुआ तो कल चांसेस है कि चल सकता है, एंड उसके अगले दिन इसने इंट्राडे में मूव दिया, देन थोड़ा टाइटनेस आया, देन मैंने बाई किया इसको.
Awesome. Nice, man. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Like, I think
Yeah.
swing trading also comes along with intraday. Like, if you're very serious, I think monitoring intraday time frame, I think also is very critical.
I won't agree with this totally, okay? Because there are many people out there who just do swing trading. They don't even switch to intraday time frames.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I won't say it is 100% true, but yeah, you can always optimize your entries, you can always optimize your exits, but there are pros and cons in both the cases. If you try to optimize your exits, if you want to sell your position near the top, then you will find that as soon as you sell your stock,
Yeah.
the stock will immediately go up the next day. So it is too much interference with the stock is also not right. So these quotes are there, right? We read these quotes day in day out. So these things are there.
True, true.
So sometimes we have to optimize. We have to see what works for us. Sometimes I also do that. I'm not completely using daily time frame or something like that. I refer to intraday time frame. I take reference from that and take my exits also.
Mm.
It is like that. So let me give you one example where I did this same 50-50 exit in Exide. My entry was here near 463 this day, and I was holding it all the way until here. Okay, but there was this caught, and I think on this day I pyramided also. I added more quantity on this day. When it was giving a breakout, I added more quantity, and after looking at the Scott, I closed that pyramiding position. Okay, and I closed here that pyramiding position, and whatever I was holding from this particular day, I closed half of that when it was coming back to the base this day. Okay, 22nd May. I closed half of that. And next day, again, when I saw that there is follow through coming, okay, there was a follow through coming on the next day, which was 23 May. So I closed the entire position near my entry price and near the low of this candle. Low is 462. I hope you are able to see the low, which is
Yeah, yeah,
462. And my exit was near 461.85. This
yeah.
461.85. So I thought, okay, some follow through is coming. It is breaking the previous day low. The previous day low means this candle which closed inside the base again. So I was considering this as a small base inside base. So
Right.
I don't like to see something like this. So there was a failed breakout attempt, and again the stock is coming down. There was a follow through again, and again there is another red candle. So I'm not sure where it will go the next day, because that
Yeah.
point these candles were not there on the chart, right? I was able to only see these things. So that's what I did, and I missed the entire move. It is what it is.
Yeah, basically, I think it's about context switching between the higher time
Yes,
frame and lower time frame. You have to do it very efficiently.
correct. How you are looking at and what do you want to achieve from this?
That's right.
The risk is everything. So I just wanted to minimize my risk. So I closed half here and remaining half here. That's all. And I think that was the period many stocks were moving up, and I wanted to just sit on some other stock instead of just keeping my capital idle in some random stock. And this was again an FNO stock which doesn't move faster, right?
Mm.
या सो इट्स लाइक हाइब्रिड अप्रोच बेटर वर्क करती है, लाइक आपको पूरा मूव भी मिस नहीं होता है, एंड लाइक यू विल गेट वो जो आपको मूव चाहिए होता है वो मिल भी जाता है.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
but for that you need to have an amazing mentality. Your psychology has to be very strong
Yeah, yeah.
because that is not a simple thing. Okay.
ओमकार एक बार तेजस नेट देखेंगे.
टेलीकम्युनिकेशन वाले अच्छे चल रहा है. भारतीय
तो
एग्जैक्ट नहीं चल रहा बताओ.
आज का सॉरी आज नहीं कल का ओके सो आई हैव टेकन आई थिंक एट दिस ब्रेकआउट लेवल ओनली जो पर्पल लाइन है.
हाँ हाँ.
तो आज ऐड कर सकते थे क्या इसमें बिकॉज कल का एक बहुत टाइट कैंडल था और
यस,
इस टू
कर सकते थे आज थोड़ा
आज
सा इनसाइड बार
intraday-
जैसा था.
Intraday, I think it had a very nice setup, Tejas Net today. I traded that also. You could have added there, I guess.
no not in the
Yeah, but
intraday from the
yeah, he
from
doesn't
the,
refer to intraday time frames.
Oh,
So
okay, okay, sorry.
yeah, yeah, आज कर सकते थे सौरभ जी.
okay.
या इजी ऐड हो जाता आराम से.
हाँ आई थिंक आई मिस्ड इट आई रियलाइज लेटर. मैं आयरेडा के पीछे ज्यादा ही भाग गया था तो इसको एकदम ही मिस कर गया.
ठीक है फिर क्लोज करें. 9:45 हो गए. और कुछ डाउट है तो मिलते हैं कल परसों वगैरह कभी, आप लोगों को जब टाइम रहेगा.
All right, thank you. Good night.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, good night everyone.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.